Hello, my name is Shirley Weck, and I've been coming to the Lynden Library for almost 10 years now, ever since I moved to Lynden. I started out when I was a child. I loved to read, and I read almost every book in our small library. The school was very small since there were only about 1,000 people in the community. When I was in high school, I mended books. They didn't buy new textbooks as often as they do today because they just didn't have the money. So I would mend the broken backs and fix the pages and erase the pencil marks, and if a page was torn, fix it. And so when I went to Bob Jones University, women students could only work on campus. And when they knew my experience of mending books, that's what I ended up doing at the library at Bob Jones. But since it couldn't keep me busy just mending books, I learned all the skills that the assistant librarians had there, and did about the same thing that the people do at our library right here at the information station. So a few years later, I also found I was hired to teach Spanish at Detroit Bible College, and they didn't have enough Spanish classes to keep me busy, and so they put me in the library. So I love libraries, but my favorite library is the Lynden Library. There are so many things here that we haven't had in the other towns and places where I've lived. For instance, I never worked, jigsaw puzzles in a library before. I used to work them at home, but I'd look at the clock and it'd be 3 a.m. So I stopped doing them there, and I was glad they were still had started doing them here at the library. And you'll find me over there putting the border around as I did this morning, or just working on the puzzle. And I love to use the computers here since I don't have a computer at home. In the libraries, librarians are such friendly people. I've become good friends with a lot of them. Also, what else about when I first came, I joined the Friends of the Library, and I priced some of the books that we later put up for sale, and that's a fun job too. So that's about all I can think of. I love to read. I'm a teacher, and probably that's why I like to read so many library books. I spend about 3 hours a day here, 7 days a week, and that's the only library I know of where I can go to a town where I can go to the library 7 days a week. Thank you.